Hey guys, what is up? So look, welcome to this video. I want to show you how to find international web design clients. So we got a lot of people who watch this channel who maybe are based in one place and they want to target and sell to clients in another place. They basically want to maybe target the US or the UK or Europe and sell web design. I'm going to show you how in this video you can go about doing that. A lot of people go about this in a not so good way. They end up doing a lot of work that doesn't get them much or any results. I'm going to show you the best system and approach to use to very quickly get some really good results and be able to sell your web design projects or websites at a high price to those international clients that you want. Now, if you have any questions, let me know down below. If you like this video, please hit like or subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. So let's get into it right away. What I want to show you is a really good principle to keep in mind when you're prospecting. So when you're reaching out for these international clients or any sort of clients, when you're selling web design, you always got to keep this in mind. And it's basically a simple principle that I have when it comes to prospecting. There's three things that you always need when you're trying to land potential clients. This is where you want to focus if you get the best results. And those are, and I'll explain this more in a second, resources, need, and trust. Now, very basically, when you're reaching out to anyone, you want to make sure that they have the resources needed to potentially pay you. So this should make sense that if you're reaching out to a business, you want to make sure that this is a business that has money, has something to basically pay for this project. The need, that you're reaching out to clients who potentially need you, that you're not reaching out to people who are unlikely to want a website or to invest in whatever services you're going to sell. And the third one is trust, that you're reaching out to people who are likely to trust you. Now, if you don't follow these principles and you reach out to people who are unlikely to have any money, who are unlikely to need web design or whatever it is that you're selling, or who are unlikely to trust you, it's very hard to get a deal. That should be pretty obvious. If you reach out to people who, they don't have any money to pay for a project, they don't need a project, and they have no idea who you are or no way to trust you, you're very unlikely to get any sort of high-paying jobs. Now, what a lot of people do when they're targeting international clients is they get these two things correct. They're looking to up their prices, which is why you're probably going to target international prices in the first place. So they're reaching out to countries that have more resources, bigger businesses, that have more cash flow, these sort of things, thinking that, okay, if I target these businesses, I'm more likely to get paid, which isn't incorrect, but it's only a part of a successful strategy. So in these top tier countries, the best economies in the world, yeah, there definitely is going to be more resources. So it is there when you're looking for these international clients. This part is correct. The next part is the need. Are these businesses more likely to need you? If you target the right ones and you have a good system for finding out their problems and uncovering different things that you can help them with, add more value to their business, this is definitely going to be the case as well. There's a lot of businesses in any country that need web design, need things online to help them sell, better systems to run their business. But this is where things go wrong. People start targeting, and we'll get into this a lot in this video, they start targeting international countries long before the businesses in these countries have any way to trust them. And I'll come back to this in a second. So these two things, let's say you're living in, when I started my web design business, I was living in Colombia in South America. I didn't have any track record as a web designer. No one really knew who I was as far as, targeting international clients. So when I started reaching out to businesses in America and Canada in the beginning, yeah, they had the resources to pay me if they wanted to pay me, and they had the need. I was targeting businesses who would benefit a lot from a new website, from what I was offering them, but they didn't have any way to trust me in the beginning. And because the trust wasn't there, it didn't matter about these two things. It didn't matter that they had the money and that, they would have got value out of what I was offering. They were just never going to work with me because at that point in time, until I figured this out, they just had no way to trust me. Now, this wasn't a personal thing. It wasn't like they didn't trust me as a person, that I was a good person and a nice person or honest person. They couldn't trust me as a business. So you got to keep this in mind. In the beginning, when you're getting started off, people think, and I thought this as well, that trust is something that's personal. Now, in your local area, when you contact your family or friends or local connections, it is personal trust. So in the beginning, you can use that to get going, and I'm going to show you that in a few minutes. But when you start targeting international clients, it's not about who you are as a person. It's about who you are as a business. So these are the two things. If you're targeting international clients, they're going to be looking at you as a business. How do they trust you as a business? And if you don't have past results, if you don't have projects that you've clearly helped businesses and you've clearly done something through your website services, they're just not going to trust you. You can try all day with the personal stuff. Hey, I'm a good person, I want to work with you, I'm motivated, I got a good attitude, but they're just not going to give you money, and they're not going to allow you to work with their business, these important things to them, if they just can't logically trust you. And personal trust works in the beginning with people very close to you because they know you for a long time, you have these relationships, you have a reputation, there's that commonality. But when you start targeting international people too early and you don't have any business trust or very little business trust, they're just not going to respond. Even if they have the money, even if they need you, they're not going to respond to you because they can't trust working with you. They don't see anything about you as a business that they can trust. Doesn't matter about you as a person. You can be the best person ever, I'm sure you are, but you as a business, this is what international people are going to be looking at. They need to be able to trust you, trust the results that you've gotten, trust your business to be able to, complete a project, do a project that's valuable, solve problems, trust you with your money, trust you with sensitive information or login access about their business, all these sort of things. So before you start before you start approaching international businesses, you really, really need to focus on this. You got to have good business trust. It's not about you personally. People need to look at your business and see something that they can trust. Now, what does this mean? That you have a cool portfolio site with a nice photo of you? Maybe that helps a little bit. But what people are really going to look for, let me throw this down here, when it comes to trust, and in particular now I'm talking about people who don't know you, who you've never connected with before, you've no common friends or connections, what are they going to look at when they look at you? What's going to be interesting enough for them to spend some time on this, to get on the phone with you, to respond to your emails? They want to see results. This is the big thing that matters. So I know a lot of people out there, they're telling you, oh, you're trying to target international clients, get a cool portfolio looking site, a good photo of yourself, an account on some design website or something. A lot of business owners are not going to care about that stuff. They don't know what these things mean. What they're looking for is what they understand, which is results to businesses similar to them. So if you're going to target, let's say, construction companies in America, you better have some results for either another construction company or a company very similar to construction, or just something that a construction company in America is going to understand. If you don't have those sort of results, it's going to be very, very hard. You might get some success, but it's going to take you like 1,000 cold emails, 1,000 cold calls. You're sending all these LinkedIn messages. It's a very slow, not high return on investment approach. What you want to be doing instead is first getting really, really solid results. So when you reach out to these businesses, it's not about you. To go back to this, it's not about you, it's about your business. So when you reach out to these businesses, you don't have to explain who you are or where you're based or any of these sort of things. You're going to come straight in and start highlighting the results you have for similar businesses. So when you reach out to, let's say a real estate company in Chicago or something, hey, reaching out to you, I just helped another similar business, very similar to you guys. We got them great results. They're up over 20,000 more in sales a month. What I'd like to do is send you some more information or to get on a call with you. Does that sound good? So what you've done here is you've switched from about you and what country you're based and who you are and how long you've been doing web design. None of that stuff matters to them. What they're looking at is the business. Like your business, what does it mean to their business? What are you going to do? How are you going to help them? What problems are you going to solve? What value are you going to create? And it all comes down to results. So what this means for targeting international clients, let's say this is your game plan and we got two different web designers based in whatever country who want to sell to America. This is the common approach. And this is, I'll get into this, this is going to be the better approach. The common approach is day one or like week one, maybe they have one or two projects, like very small kind of projects that didn't really do too much. And they just go straight to targeting the US. I'm just going to use the US as an example of the countries that you guys want to target. So they just go straight to this and they're sending cold emails, they're cold calls, they're doing LinkedIn, all this stuff, but they're not getting any results and they're wondering, hey, what's going on? I'm targeting businesses that, potentially need me, that have the money, but they're just not responding. And they think maybe it's like if I tweak the email or if I try, to phone call at a different time or whatever, But we've covered this. There's just no trust here. People can't trust these people to do business together. It's too big a gap. The better approach is this, that wherever country you're based, you do some local projects first, smart projects for good businesses, and you get them good results. You show that through your web design services, you're able to do these business goals. It isn't about design that looks good. You need something, when you want to make this leap to targeting international clients, you need something that's going to catch their attention, that's going to get them focused on you and wanting to talk to you and find out more about how you can help them. That's results. So these people, this better approach, in the beginning, before they go to target whoever, what they do is they do a couple of projects locally, or with people they know already, or with connections they have, or some sort of networking group, something where they can use their personal trust in the beginning to get going, to get some form of jobs. And what they aim for with these projects is getting huge results. They're not focusing so much on how the website is, how good it looks, or what software they used, or whatever. Those things are important, but they're not going to sell internationally. What they're focused on the most is, how do I get these businesses, how do I improve these businesses, grow these businesses? So if they do these projects correctly, they're going to get some results out of these. They're going to have something appealing to another business owner about these projects. Hey, we got $10,000 more in sale. Hey, we doubled the clients they're getting online. Hey, we got them ranked #1 on the top of Google, and they're getting consistent new customers every day. Now, with these sort of results down here from these local projects, what this person who's based internationally can now start doing is using these results, not themselves personally, using the results to start trying to reach people in America. And the results that they have and who they've done it for, that's kind of their best direction forward. If they helped a lawyer in their country get 10 new people to help every month, and then they contact a lawyer in the US who they think is likely to want to increase their sales, you can see how this transfers. It's a very appealing thing to the business owner who's in this international country to pay attention to that sort of email. It's not spammy, it's not low quality email, it's directly to what they care about the most. Hey, I'm from Italy, I just helped a lawyer here in Italy get a bunch of new clients, great project, we got huge results. What I'd like to do is share with you, because I can see your business and I think it's really, really similar, and I think you can get even better results because you're based in the US. So if you're willing to know more, let me know, I'll send you an email, or we can get on a quick call. That's something that's going to work, that's going to catch the attention of people in these top countries, because it's about what matters to them, not about who you are. So if you're based in whatever country, you might view yourself at a disadvantage, thinking, oh, if I reach out and people see I'm from this country, they're not going to work with me, they're going to ask me who I am, all these sort of things. But you don't have to get into that. You can avoid all this personal stuff. It doesn't matter. When you have good business results that get their attention. To get good business results, don't waste your time in the beginning trying to jump straight to the clients that you want. Build up those results locally as best you can. Get the best results you can for people. It doesn't have to be locally per se, but like the connections that you already have. So whatever country you're based, people you know, businesses you can connect with, things that you can use to your advantage in the beginning. Use all of those different things to get the best results that you can. When you have the best results, then start using those results, not you personally, to reach out to countries in the countries, reach out to businesses in the countries that you're trying to target. If you don't have the results, if you don't have a clear way for them to logically trust you, you're going to waste years, months, whatever it is, trying this approach, thinking, okay, if I just watch a YouTube video that teaches me, the perfect cold call script, that I can go straight from zero to reaching the exact business that I want in the US, and they'll just hear this magic thing that I say on the phone and they buy a project off me. It's not going to happen. These businesses, #1 thing that they're looking for in the very beginning, when they read your email, when you get on the phone call with them, when you reach out to them, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever it is, straight away, what are they looking for? How can this person help my business? How can they add value? Why should I pay attention to this? Why should I do anything, respond to this person in any sort of way? And if there isn't clear results, if there isn't massive value in them reaching back out, they're not going to do it. They got 1,000 things to do. They're super busy. All these emails are coming in all the time. If they can't see very, very fast that you're someone who can get them results, you're someone who can provide value, who can grow and improve their business, they're not going to respond to you. So before you ever reach out internationally, do these local projects using whatever you can to get going and make sure you get results. Don't make these projects about how good the website looks or, you know, I coded it using whatever system. Use whatever system you need to get the best results, business results. That's what we're talking about here. It needs to be related to sales, bringing in more customers, solving business problems, providing business value in some way. It's got to matter to a business owner. When you talk about results, you can't talk about, oh, I increased the page speed by 0.5 seconds and we optimized for, you know, iPhone 8, this sort of stuff. It's important, but it's not going to catch their attention. They got a million different things. They got loads of different stuff they got to focus on. You need results that instantly they're going to pay attention to. Hey, we got more clients for people in a similar industry for you. Hey, we did this for the exact sort of business in this country. Huge results. I want to see if you're interested in doing it as well. Make it all about the business results. Make it super, super valuable. They're going to then pay attention to you, and then you can go from there. Back to my example in the beginning with Colombia. When I had results that I could use, I was getting way better, very effective response than when I was targeting people in Canada and the US. And it wasn't about me in Colombia. Nobody hardly even asked. What they were focused on, those business owners, was the results that I got for other people and what it could potentially do for them. So in the beginning, when I was failing, I was making it all about me. Hey, it's me, Rob, you know, I'm trying to contact you. I really want to work with you. I just started a web design business and I'd love to be able to work with your business and build you a great website. It was all about me, and that just failed when you make this huge gap because nobody cares. I mean, I'm in a different country. They don't know who I am. They're not going to care about my personal story. When I changed it to business results, hey, you know, I contacted you because I worked at a business similar to yours recently. You know, sales are way up. The website's converting amazing. We're attracting new customers for this business all the time. I want to see if you want to get on a phone call and let's talk about it. Then I was getting massive results and people didn't care where I was based. They hardly ever asked. It was just all about what I can do for their business, how I can solve problems, how I can add value. So hope this all makes sense. I know these whiteboard videos sometimes are kind of scribbling all over the place, but I hope you guys like the style. Let me know in the comments. Any follow-up questions on this, let me know as well. If you got value, give it a like or subscribe, and catch you in the next video. So thanks for watching. Hope this helped.